Sometimes we have to get back on track. That's in anything we do in life. We have to pull ourselves together, figure out which way to go, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. We got to backtrack, ask for help, do what we have to do to get where we got to go, right? And there's no shame in it. You shouldn't be ashamed if you make a mistake as you go. You shouldn't worry about what everybody else is doing. You shouldn't be worrying about anybody but yourself. You're only competing with the person that you were yesterday. That's who you're competing against. You're not competing against your family members, your mother and father, sister, brother, the cat, the dog, friends. You're competing against yourself. Because we have always been in this type of world where we've been taking care of everybody else. And sometimes you have to take care of yourself. You have to figure out the right road, and sometimes you're alone figuring out that road. You may not be where you want to be, or you're getting there and there's a stumbling block. I told you God throws in stumbling blocks. Everybody used to say all the time something bad would happen. Oh, it's the devil, it's the devil. It's not the devil all the time. Okay, I'm not propping him up or anything, but God does throw things in there, and sometimes they work together. Remember Job? He came in and, he worshiped God and everything, and the devil said, I bet you, God, if he had a lot of problems in his life, he would stop worshiping you. And God said, okay, go ahead, just don't kill Job. And the devil threw everything at Job. Family members died. All his riches and everything went away that he had prayed to God, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Job would not turn. His wife told him to just get out of here. Just go, just fall out, pass away, leave. And it didn't happen. Job said, I'm going to worship him, worship him because he is God, right? He was going to worship him. And God restored everything. New places, new family, new money, whatever. It was restored. His animals had passed away, new everything. And we have to get back on track. Sometimes with God's help. And some of us, when we go through those bad times, we forget, oh God, we're begging and pleading. And if we had went on and prayed before or something along the way, it wouldn't be so hard when you're asking to beg and plead. That's why I ask you, did you say hello to God when you got up this morning? Not a long thing. Hey, how you doing? What you doing? Did you pray or anything? What did you do? What is your routine with God? Like I said, we have to get back on track. One way is to definitely forgive yourself for whatever went wrong. You got to forgive yourself. You're human. Everything's not going to be perfect. And you have to forgive yourself on whatever journey you are taking. It does not have to be budgeting or whatever. If the numbers were wrong, they're wrong if you're budgeting. If you said something to somebody, learn to forgive. Because you don't have to hang around them. I told you, forgive yourself, but also learn to forgive other people. Just say, you don't even have to tell them, okay, God, I forgive them. And you don't have to deal with them anymore. Nobody said go running over there and be happy. Okay, they may have did something atrocious to you, or maybe they're not right for you to be around. And you don't have to. You forgive people because you want to get to heaven with God. Right? That's why you forgive people. It's forgiven by nice to know you. But you're not right for me. Things are not working for me when I'm with you. Maybe they took all your money. No, I'm not, forgive you. I'm moving on. And that sign of forgiveness, don't let them think it's a sign of weakness. It is not. Okay? It means it's time for you to walk away. Figure out then, number 2, what happened. When you got off track, what happened? Did you spend too much? Did you give in to your kids or spouse? Oh yeah, I'll go buy that for you. Were there too many birthday parties that month? Were there too many presents given out that month? Did you pass things out to people that you shouldn't have had? Did something trigger you, like a sale at the store or advertising or marketing? Was there peer pressure? Was it family pressure? We got to get this. Oh, you should get that. I've had friends tell me that. I walk by something. Oh, you need to get that. That would be cute in your house. Were you bored? I don't have anything to do. Guess I'll go shopping. Were you depressed? Oh, poor me. I'm so sad. Or was it grief? Somebody passed away and you said, I feel better if I shop. I was looking at somebody's video. They had bought all $2,000 worth of stuff last month and didn't have $2,000 to spend. Okay, had paid off all the credit cards, went out there, blew it. And now they're struggling this month because they don't have enough for groceries. They don't have enough for car gas. And now the situation was she opted to take all that stuff back to the different stores. She's just going to take her time because they need the money. And she paid bills, yeah. But she took this $2,000 and now they don't have anything. And they're struggling. And there's no check coming in anytime soon, okay? Number 3, start setting some boundaries. Maybe some of you need to do cash stuffing. Maybe you need to revamp the cash stuffing. Maybe, I know some of you will go to all cash. Some will go to digital. Some go to digital to make sure the cash isn't in the house, because they spend the cash. Oh, I'll take $1 out of here, this binder, 1 or 2, and then you look in the binder, it's not going with the budget sheet in the back of it. You know, and some people do. I do digital because one thing about it, I can't get to it. I learned the opposite way. You can't touch it. You can't feel that money, because when it was home, I had to be really strict with myself and go, don't go in that binder. Because, you know, something would come up, I'll just go in the binder for a while. No, that was a problem last year too. I finally stopped that and I said, okay, back to the bank, stay in there. And I like looking at the number in the bank. I'm going to tell you, I like seeing those big numbers in the bank. And maybe you too, okay? Maybe you got to revise your budget. Okay, maybe you need to unsubscribe some things. Don't be afraid. You can come back, but if you have to come back to subscribing to things like Netflix and Hulu, don't be subscribing to all of them at once. Okay, I'm going to do this. I got enough money, and you're going to be right back where you were. Right back in it. So during this time also, because God is important to what we do, not just cash stuffing or budgeting, but this is also about money. Or if you just want to read the little verse that's there and ponder over it, and I'm going to give you some verses. I picked out like 5 of them, I think, that will, you know, take some time and read them when you're down. You're worried about something. You're worried about your money. You're worried about your finances. And take some time. You know, breathe, okay? Number 1, all we have to do is ask God for anything. That's all you got to do. God, I don't have enough money. God, I don't have anything to buy shoes with. God, I have no groceries. He'll give you direction if you listen. Matthew 7:7. That's the verse. That's the section in there you can read. All you got to do is ask. Another one, God promises to provide for us. Philippians 4:19. He promised, I will provide for you. The animals out there, they don't worry about it. They're looking around for food outside, the birds and chirping and going on, because God promised to survive. They're not worried. Remember, his eyes on the sparrow, and I know he's watching me. Yes, he's watching you all the time. You may not think he's looking at you, but he's there all the time. even when you really don't want him to look, but he does anyway. Okay, make your needs known to God. Philippians 4:6. Remember that you need to tell him. He loves for you to talk to him. He loves for you to say something to him. You're his child. He made you. And regardless of what we think of the Bible, we know that man has taken pieces out the Bible and twirled them around. That's why I pick sections. I don't pick too much of other things, and then I have to reread it a different way. You know, I told you my grandfather has the slave Bible. That thing is messed up from the floor up. And there's parts of our Bible, they've been taken out, that I did actually read some of them. The book of Enoch, you know, and some of them that I could get a hold of. But you got to tell God, I'm asking you. You got to tell him. He likes to be told. Even not out loud, say it in your mind. I need you to, you know, help me with this. Like you would a regular person. Like you would like somebody to talk to you. Another one we always hear, give us our daily bread. Matthew 6:11. Daily bread. That's food, that's money, whatever we need daily. Give us our daily bread. Please help us. And you also have to read Genesis 22:14. God provides. He's going to provide, as he said before in the other verse. Genesis 22:14. He's going to provide for you. You ask him, he's going to provide. Even if you don't ask him, he still sometimes is going to provide. He may tap you on the head sometime because things aren't going well and you're thinking, oh, this isn't working. But he's going to provide. But, you know, you got to step up too. That's what he wants. You call on him, you know, talk to him. You got to step up too. Okay? He's going to be ever a present help in the times of need. That means he's going to be there all the time. Psalms 46:1. He's going to be there all the time. He's going to be an ever-present help. Not like your friends that don't want to be bothered, or, you know, your family. I don't want to be bothered. I got to take little Susie to the park, and they don't want to be bothered with you. But he's an ever-present help in time of need. So take those verses this week. Take some time if you're feeling down, lost, or you can't get on track. Remember, you can do whatever you can do. Remember, I thought that I couldn't do what I couldn't do. Last year on these savings challenges, I did 141,000. So we're going to see what I do this year. Am I going to make more? Am I going to make less? Whatever God does for me, I'll do. So you do what you have to do, okay? You can do the $5 challenge, $2 challenge. Maybe it's just straightening out your life. You know, maybe on drugs, smoking too much, or, you know, worrying about a health issue. Take some control and ask God, what do I need to do? Can you help me out? All right? So take care. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. Because you know what? You are God's child, and that is fantastic. Take care.